Welcome to Legends on Wheels. Imagine this. The year is 1947. America is booming after World War II, soldiers are coming home, money is flowing, and the streets are filling with cars that look like rolling palaces. Among them, one car stands out, not just for its size or its style, but for the power it represented. It was the car you'd see pulling up outside jazz clubs, mob hangouts, and eventually on the big screen in The Godfather. This wasn't just any car. It was the 1947 Cadillac Series 62, a symbol of class, wealth, and sometimes danger. So why did this car matter so much? Because back then, the Cadillac wasn't just a way to get around. It was a statement. In the late 40s, if you drove a Cadillac, you were telling the world you had made it. For the rich, it was luxury. For the underworld, it was power. And the Series 62 became the perfect blend of both. The design itself was unlike anything on the road. Long, sleek, and powerful, it carried that post-war confidence America was feeling. This was the era of big chrome grills, bold curves, and heavy steel bodies. The Series 62 had presence. When it rolled down the street, people noticed. And that's exactly why mob bosses loved it. It demanded respect without saying a word. Under the hood, it packed a 5.7-liter V8 engine, making around 150 horsepower. Now that might not sound like much today, but in the 1940s it was serious power. It was smooth, quiet, and reliable, perfect for cruising, long distances, or making a quick getaway when needed. The suspension was comfortable, almost like riding on air, which made it ideal for those who spent long nights driving from club to club. But beyond the engine and style, the Cadillac had something even more valuable: status. The Mafia, especially in New York and Chicago, understood that image was everything. A boss showing up in a Cadillac meant he was untouchable, a man of wealth and control. That's why these cars became so closely tied to organized crime. The Cadillac was the unofficial uniform of the underworld. And of course, Hollywood picked up on this. When Francis Ford Coppola brought The Godfather to life in the early 70s, he needed a car that captured the essence of power, tradition, and old world respect. The 1947 Cadillac Series 62 was the perfect choice. It wasn't flashy like some sports cars, but it had weight. It felt serious, like the men who sat inside it. Watching Don Vito Corleone step out of one cemented the Cadillac as the mob car of choice. Think of it this way. If the Lincoln Continental of the 60s was sharp and modern, the 1947 Cadillac was timeless and commanding. It was less about speed and more about presence. A Cadillac pulling up outside your restaurant or bar in the late 40s was like a warning. You knew someone important or dangerous had arrived. Even today, classic car collectors treasure the Series 62, not just for its history, but for its design and craftsmanship. Every curve, every chrome detail feels like a piece of art. And the connection to the golden age of American crime stories only makes it more iconic. Owning one today isn't just about having a classic car, it's about holding onto a piece of cultural history. Now, let me ask you, if you lived in the 1940s, would you have chosen the Cadillac for its luxury or for the power it projected? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I'd love to hear what side you'd fall on. And if you're enjoying this ride through automotive history, make sure to like the video. It really helps keep these legends alive. The 1947 Cadillac Series 62 was more than steel and chrome. It was a throne on wheels, a car that blurred the line between elegance and intimidation. It carried businessmen, celebrities, and gangsters alike, leaving behind stories that still echo through time. This was the car that told the world you were in charge, whether you were a Hollywood star or a mafia boss. Thanks for watching Legends on Wheels. Don't forget to subscribe for more untold stories of cars that shaped history. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.